Alita Battle Angel, this movie is directed by Robert Rodriguez, produced by James Cameron. It also stars Rosa Salazar as Alita, as well as Christoph Waltz, Jennifer Connelly, Mahershala Ali, are all in there in the supporting cast. And basically, it follows this kind of world where everyone's kind of 500 years in the future, everyone's kind of cybernetically enhanced, kind of got cyborg bits and pieces, and then Alita comes out, and Christoph Waltz is like a doctor that helps people, give them, new limbs, and basically build this angel, battle angel, a new body. Now, I won't get deep into the actual plot because there's some slight twists and turns like that and stuff that goes on that I don't want to get into, but honestly, I was not really excited for this movie. I know it's based on a manga, and not my thing at all. I'm going to say that from the get-go, not my thing. I had no back to the source material, no connection to the source material in this movie. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's not really my thing. One of my friends was like, actually, I'm going to see it. Do you want to come and see it? We went and saw it, and I was pleasantly surprised and definitely glad I went and saw this movie. I mean, let's start off with the high points of the movie, and that is the action, the visuals, and just the whole appeal of the film is so fucking nice to look at. Like, this is some Avatar level shit where it's just like, wow, like, this is just such a stunning film to watch. Just the visuals of this entire movie is just so damn good to look at, and it makes it so much easier, as well as the action scenes they put on are so damn dope. Like, there's some dope scenes in this film, and I'm like, yo, that's pretty kick-ass, and I enjoyed those scenes, and not even a big action guy, and I'm like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Another big plus of this movie is Rosa Salazar as a leader herself. She's actually very, very, very likable as a main character, as the lead of this franchise. And I was actually backing her, and I was like, alright, I like this chick. She's kind of naive at the start, and she learns her way through there. And I'm like, that's cool. That's what I want to see. And I like that. As well as Christoph Waltz is very likable as her kind of father figure kind of character. He was a great character as well. I think they underutilized Jennifer Connelly and Mahershala Ali. They kind of didn't have to be those two actors, and I feel like if you got Mahershala Ali, an Oscar-winning actor, and they used him a bit more, but they didn't. So that's, one way to go with it. But this movie I just had a really good time with. Now, there's definitely some negatives in there, and definitely some things that if you maybe were into the manga that I've heard, you're going to go, ooh, I'm going to critique, like I would critique a comic book movie. But I don't know this stuff. There's no source material for me, so I just enjoyed it for what it was. Saying that, I did get really into the world. I think that's what's really compelled me, was seeing something different, seeing something new in this whole dimension of whatever. There's like a world in the top that they all want to be at, and then there's the kind of slums down below that they're like, no one's ever going to go up there. That's all kind of the rich people world. That was cool, seeing something new, something fresh in the world kind of space there as well, to seeing a whole new story open up to me, and I did like that bit of the movie. I think that was really cool. There was some very, very cheesy dialogue in there, and that's what kind of took me out of it at times, and I was like, is this, like, how good is this movie when they say shit like that? And it kind of makes you think, but there was some definite, the story it's a story to tell. I think the way they lead on to a sequel, it makes me actually want to go and see a sequel, which I definitely didn't expect going into this film, which is a great thing. A few negatives as well as part of the cringy dialogue. I think I could have liked to see more of a villain in this movie. I think the way they set it up is the villain's kind of there all the time, but he's not really going to have an impact till the sequel or maybe the third film. I don't know how deep the story goes. But everyone kind of knows of him, and that's the bad guy. But I would have liked to see more head-on bad guy. That would have been a bit more fun. As well as something that I think needs to happen in a film is you've got to go through battles, and you've got to lose and pick yourself back up. Aquaman did it. He lost and he comes back up. Spider-Man, I always get back up. Like, this is the thing just from these last couple of films that I've watched. You got to get your hero down to bring back up. She is so fucking OP in the way, like, she's Jason Bourne, and she's just like, I'm going to fuck everyone up. I don't know how I'm doing this, because she's, like, lost her memory. And she just starts fucking everyone up. And I'm like, I understand she kind of goes through some emotional turmoil. Why did I sound so fucking Boston? Turmoil. But I would have liked her to just really be able to be like, alright, no, not beating me again, and then go at him. I don't think they necessarily got that captured that moment, but that's a small thing. In the end, I just had a lot of fun watching this movie. Now, was it the best movie ever? And I was never saying that, but I was like, it's actually pretty entertaining. It looks fucking stunning. The action's pretty dope. Alita is a good character to watch, and it's telling a story that I'm kind of invested in, which is all the boxes you need to tick. And even if you didn't get as an investor, which I can understand, if you weren't kind of into that style of film, I can see it, but you got to just give it a hats off to that fucking visual, because dude, it looks stunning. And I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'm going to give Alita Battle Angel a B-. Thank you guys for watching my review of Alita Battle Angel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts below. If you agree with me, disagree with me, whatever you want to talk about, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to build up the channel, keep it going fresh. Did a video, my last video is the sitcom review video with Brothers Binge. Please check that out, that's really dope. And apologies, this is a bit later. I saw this about a week and a half ago, or maybe probably a week ago, and I was a week and a half late to see it, for one. And then I think even people were reviewing it before it came out, and you know, broadly. So I'm very late, like a month late after all the big reviewers do it, but it's here. I also got a Blu-ray update coming out tomorrow, and then the next day after that I'm going to be dropping my Captain Marvel review, because I'm seeing that tomorrow. So I've got 3 days of straight videos, which doesn't happen anymore. I usually do like one a week now, but this week's going hard, so looking forward to that. Thank you guys for watching, but of course, have a good one.